Go select.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope all of you are doing well. My name is Andy aka TopRamen, back again with another brand new Clash Royale video. This time I'm responding to one of my viewers' comments that watched my 3 Must deck that counters the Night Witch, and he actually loved it but wanted me to play a version of the 3 Must deck with the Minion Horde, which is a very popular version as well. And you can see actually this on screen here that this is one version of it, but most of the time the original deck is actually with the skellies in there. But I prefer heal because it lets you deal with certain situations a lot better, especially against a poison graveyard deck and a lot of decks with Executioner, because they don't expect that with their 3 Musk clumped up and the Tornado, they think they're gonna get rid of it, but you know, with the heal you can actually survive the Executioner and the Tornado, and the 3 Musk should be able to take it out and go for a counter push. So actually I did play this deck last night and I went all the way, go pop this open for you guys, and I went all the way to 11 wins and 3 losses. And honestly, the first 2, I actually lost 2 right off the bat, and you know, that was just from switching to this deck. But once I got the hang of it, I went 11-0, and then my last deck, last player I played actually lost against another 3 Must deck with the original version with the skeleton I just showed you. So since it's already done with, because I played while I was in bed, I was playing, getting ready for work. I was so excited to share the replays today at work that I didn't even play Clash because I didn't want my replays to go away, because I was at work and a lot of my coworkers like to challenge me. And so let's go ahead and go down my list here from where I started. Let me see here. Alright, so as you can see, I got victories, these are the grand challenges, and a lot of the replays are gone already, but I'm able to still save some of the replays. Here's one against the boss, Kea, Limber, and as you can see, the types of decks where I'm beating are, some of them are meta type decks. For example, this Executioner, Graveyard, Baby Dragon, the Splashyard basically. There's even a Splashyard with the Night Witch that I beat, and you can see I took out 2 Golems. And in the beginning as well, I was able to beat like the Psycho deck, like a Trifecta with the Night Witch, Hog Lightning, and I was even able to take out a 3 Musk heal deck too, but instead of Goblin Gang, he has skeletons. Unfortunately, those replays are not there no more. And also I took out the TMD Yao Yao deck, the Golem 3 Musk Minion Horde deck. So let's go ahead and just jump into replays that I can share, and how you would deal with lightning with this deck, and how you would deal with poison with this deck, okay? So there's a lot to remember. Alright. So starting hand is great. I do have a pump in hand, so that's definitely gonna be my first move, playing in the center just in case they have rocket or a miner, and then see what they do. Now in the beginning, once you get your pump down, you want to get ready to protect it, so you want to hover either Goblin Gang or the Knight. So right here he plays the pump too, so let's pause again. I decided that I wanted to pressure him, because if he has a 3 Musk or Golem in hand with pump, I would assume that you want them to build up to it, and then just to pressure them just to see what cards they use to defend. Then once you know what deck, then you know how to play accordingly. So I decided to pressure him. I dropped Knight, and right when I saw him lightning my pump, I decided to drop my battering ram. That's gonna punish him because now he's down 12 elixir. He used 6 for pump and 6 for lightning, and I was already able to get 1 elixir for my pump. He drops E-Wiz to defend. I was able to zap it and then take it out, and I took his tower down in 32. He had to use arrows to clear out my swarm, otherwise his tower will go down and his pump will go down. So I gave him the well played, because that's a much needed arrow and it's a lot of value there. As you can see, we're tied for elixir, 8 and 8, but he has a pump down. So I decided to play my pump to catch up with his elixir, and here's where he plays his golem. Now I remember he used lightning, so the way you deal with lightning is, and if they have a push going into you with the golem, you normally want to clump it up with towers around you and tanks around you. So but right here I decided to split them, and the reason why I want to split them is because I wanted to make my 1 Musketeer and the pump like a bait, a lightning bait. It's like, oh yeah, if you want to kill my pump and my Musketeer, you're gonna have 2 Musketeers down taking down your golem. Or if you wanted to lightning my 2 Musketeers and a tower, now you're gonna give me a pump and his pump's gonna run out, and now I'm gonna have an elixir advantage. Since I already know his tower is down to 32, I don't really need to focus on taking out the other tower. And so of course I split it, and he elects to go with the lightning on the push. Okay, so So right here, he did lightning the push. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore the baby dragon and the golem because the golem moves slow, baby dragon's pretty low DPS, and the golem attacks slow. I decided to back up my my musketeer with the knight in front right here. Now he's drops an E-Wiz to back up his push and make a strong push. So I went ahead and waited till the E-Wiz locked on and the baby dragon locked on. Now I use my Minion Horde, take out the E-Wiz completely, take out the baby dragon. He arrows but didn't arrow in time. Now pause again. Now because he invested all those elixir just to protect his push, my knight was able to lock on, my musketeer is able to lock on. Yes, I'm gonna lose this tower, but hey, now I'm gonna take out his tower and his other tower is at 32. So I went ahead and dropped my battering ram just to keep the push going. It was able to we were able to take out the tower without it, but the battering ram was able to connect, and I used my Goblin Gang for defense on the bottom. I zapped away the tower there because I had two things attacking his king already, and I didn't want the princess tower to assist on taking out those two units, so that instead it's gonna just be one tower attacking those two units. And check this out right here. So now, as you can see, my barbarian's healthy, but my knight's very low. But the barbarian is distracting the king's tower. He plays a golem, I played a heal spell. He has no more elixir to defend, and because of the heal spell, I dropped the Minion Horde and I was able to take out that king tower. 3 crown, the boss. We took out the boss. So that's how you deal with lightning with this deck. You can clump them up too, but then of course, I didn't see value in that since I have a pump down. Alright, so that was against the boss. I wanted to share this one too, but the mirror night witch one. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one. This is another golem deck with lightning. So again, I want to just train you guys just to get a feel if you're going against lightning or if you're going against poison. If you're going against rocket, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You don't want to clump up your musketeers because it would just take them all out. So great starting hand. Play the pumps right in the center. See what he does. So right away, he plays the golem. So I want to pressure him because I don't want him to back up his golem with anything else. So a Goblin Gang left alone is able to take out more than half the HP of the tower. So he elects to use log and take out the Goblin Gang. Well, that's just fine with me because now I can go ahead and drop my 3 Musk. Now notice here, at this point here, I clumped it up because I know I'm playing Golem, and Golem is always 90% going to be running Lightning. So I decided to clump up my 3 Musk by my tower as well as the Elixir Pump, because if he does the Elixir Lightning my Musketeer, it's going to just hit my tower, my Elixir Pump, and 1 Musketeer, and I'll still have 2 left. And this is exactly what happens. I try to get my battering ram in time to be a lightning rod, and I did get it down in time, and also tanks the bats for my musks. And check that out. He was able to lightning, but he only took out 2 musk. I still have a barb and 1 musk. But the difference is I have a pump down still. And now I have another pump in my hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and let my musketeer go and push, and then I'm gonna wait. I back it up first, and then I drop my pump. Because with the knight and the musketeer if left alone, the tower will be taken out. So he has to invest another 7 to defend my push right there, my 6 elixir push. 6 because the 3 musk counts as a 3 elixir and the knight counts as 3. Since it's the 3 musk for 9 elixir. Got 2 pumps down. I know I'm way ahead of elixir. He uses a Valkyrie, so now I'm gonna go ahead and drop my 3 musk. Again, I clump it because I know for a fact that he has lightning in his hand because he had used it already. And now I drop my battering ram to clump up, thinking that he was gonna lightning, but unfortunately he didn't have elixir. And my battering ram ran too far ahead, but that's okay because I had the elixir lead. My battering ram was able to connect, and then I have a knight going forward, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and heal up the knight. I wanted to heal up the knight and the barbarian, so there's a little misplay there, and I used zap just so that I can take out the knight and get a couple more hits on the tower. That zap actually forced him to use a mini P.E.K.K.A, another 4 elixir here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Minion Horde, and he uses arrows. But now I'm gonna get my second pump down. And this time I place it next to each other, so if he elects to lightning it, it's gonna lightning that other healthy tower and not my left tower. Right there, right when he played Golem, I didn't want to do a 3 musk push, but it's too slow to build up, and if you play on the bridge, when you have enough elixir, it gets wiped out by Valkyries and Night Witches. So I decided to use a 4 elixir card, and that's my battering ram, and because he used Golem, I know he doesn't have too much elixir to defend it, so, and then I'm gonna save my 3 musk for the counter push. I also used the Goblin Gang, predicting that he was gonna log my battering ram, which he did, and the battering ram took out half the HP of the tower, and he had to use Knight to even stop and mitigate some damage there. Right here, I decided to clump up my Musketeer on the right side. I know I'm gonna lose the tower on the left anyways, so I decided to start my push on the left. I mean on the right. So I clumped it up, I saved 2 Musketeer, I dropped my battering ram down, I have 2 Musks down, and then I go ahead and heal up my Barbarian, I heal up my Musketeer. He logged, but couldn't do anything. I used my Goblin Gang because the log is gone on the left side, and look at that. Just like that, I took out 2 towers immediately before the game ends. Yeah, so what, his Golem made it to my King Tower. I took out 2 of your Princess Tower, and there's no more time left. So yeah. Definitely take advantage of the Goblin Gang usage if you know the opponent only has log to deal with it. And his Valkyrie was actually out of cycle because he had used it and it was counter pushing. I'm not going to share a Sparky deck because I feel like Sparky still is not a good card. Go ahead and jump into the Splashyard deck with the Night Witch and Executioner. Okay, so off the bat again, a great starting hand, got a pump in my hand, and I'm going to lay it down and get my Goblin Gang and Knight ready to see what he does. He plays Ice Golem in the back, which already lets me know he's a Graveyard deck. Most decks right now that has Ice Golem is running Graveyard or Battering Ram. He used Night Witch, so I for sure know he's a Graveyard deck. I played my Knight in the back just to deal with the tank for the bats. Alright, so right here, he used Poison. And a lot of Graveyard deck would run Poison and Tornado. I know he doesn't have Lightning, so I'm not afraid to clump it up. And because he had used Poison, I actually played my 3 Musk outside of the Poison range, so very safe from the Poison and any other spell. He elects to use his Tornado to tornado everything into the Poison, but guess what? I stopped that push, I have a counter push going, I dropped my Goblin Gang in the front to tank, I expected Executioner, so I started healing up everything, and look at this. I healed up my Musketeer to full, he had to use Elixir to prevent. I zapped the Executioner just to prevent it from throwing the axe a little bit early, and I was able to get 2 Musketeers to lock on, and he had to use Baby Dragon to defend it. Right here, I go ahead and use my Knight to tank, and prevent any prevent up to 500 to 600 damage on the Baby Dragon. And then he decides to use his Night Witch, and my Knight reaches the tower and gets 1 hit off. I get my pump down because I know he's gonna form a Graveyard push, and I want to cycle to my next card, which is the Goblin Gang and the Minion Horde. Well, just the Goblin Gang. So I got my Goblin Gang down in the Graveyard area, and it's able to defend really well against the Night Witch and the Graveyard, but unfortunately it took it out, so I had to use my Minion Horde to mitigate all that damage. See if he elects to poison it. He did not, so very smart move by him. He wants to save his poison for my Musketeers. Alright, so he uses the Executioner. I believe right here I decide to split my 3 Musks, not in the far back, but in the center, in the kill zone, just to take out the Executioner and mitigate some damage. He elects to poison my tower and 1 of my Musks, and so now I got a push on the left side going. Unfortunately, I didn't get my Knight in front of the Musketeers in time, but that's okay because I was able to heal them up. And it's gonna take out the Night Witch. I zapped away the skeletons, and I dropped Goblin Gang on the right side just to try to take out that tower. It forced him to use his Tornado. Again, I have my 3 Musk in cycle, drop it up in the front side this time, and he went ahead and poisoned my tower away. But this time I have enough Elixir, drop my Battering Ram in front of my 2 Musk, have my heal ready. I decided to drop my Knight on the right and then have heal ready, and look at that. I was able to lock on with the Battering Ram, I healed up, took out his Executioner, Knight took out the right side, zapped away the skeletons, and my Musketeer elects to hit the tower instead of the 4 bats. And right here, I just dropped Pocket Musketeer because the tower is at 685. He made the wrong decision of graveyarding my tower with no tank, because I have the King Tower and my Princess Tower taking it out. He was not able to get much damage except from the poison. And just like that, we were able to take out the Splashyard deck with the Night Witch in it. Alright, let's go into the next one. This is my 11th win right here, and it's against the original Splashyard deck. So again, in the beginning, I do have a pump, so I decided to play the pump in the center. And then figure out what kind of deck your opponent is playing. Like I said, Golem deck will be running Lightning, and if that's the case, you like to clump up your Musketeer with enough elixir to cast a tank around it. If they're playing Poison deck, and you bait out the poison with the pump, then you want to go ahead and split your Musketeer, play it, or play him clumped up even, because when they poison, you can heal them back up. So the heal is a really great card. He played Bowler, and I was going to tell you, every time someone plays Bowler, guaranteed Splashyard deck, Graveyard, Poison. So I decided to clump up my Musketeers to the left to defend against the Bowler, and he decided to poison my Pump and the 3 Musketeers, and he thinks he's going to take it all out. But I decided to clump because I know if he poisons, I do have my heal in hand. So I use my Knight to distract the Bowler so it doesn't roll over all my Musketeers, and then I heal up all 3 Musketeers, and check that out. Now I have healthy Musketeers and a small HP Knight going forward. He uses Executioner. I went ahead and just dropped my Battering Ram anyways, and then I dropped he dropped Skeleton to defend, and he also I zapped the Executioner to prevent him from throwing the second axe that would take out my Musketeer, and my Musketeer was able to lock on and let my Battering Ram lock on as well. So 2 Barbs, some Musketeer, they're gonna do some major damage on the King Tower, almost taking it to 50% HP right there. About 60% left. Now he plays so here's my mistake. Right when I dropped my Elixir Pump, he played the Ice Golem. I should have waited a little bit because I should have known that he had the Ice Golem and Graveyard in hand because he had already cycled to it. So because I played my Pump, he actually did the right thing by playing the Graveyard. I used my Goblin Gang to defend, but of course he's going to have Poison to take out my Goblin Gang, and now it's going to build up a lot of damage, so I had to drop my Knight in the center to mitigate as much damage as possible, and I was able, I believe, to save the tower at 38 HP. Worth it, because now he still has to invest 5 elixir on Graveyard to take it out, or 4 elixir on Poison to take it out. I went ahead because he just used Poison. This time I went ahead and split it up because I want to play defense on both lanes, and especially 2 going left, because if he decides to keep taking out that tower, I have 2 Musketeers to defend it. I drop Battering Ram on the right. Now check this out. So I drop Battering Ram on the right side, right? Because right here I want to take out the tower just in case he take out the left one. But right when he dropped Executioner to defend, I know now he doesn't have any air defense except for Tornado or Baby Dragon. So I wanted to do a surprise drop on him, so I did a surprise Minion Horde drop on top of his Bowler. So it takes him time to react. He plays a Baby Dragon, but he lost his Bowler already. But now I'm going to heal him up, and I have Musketeers attacking the tower and the Baby Dragon. Didn't do so well because he tornadoed them all to the center together, and it got splash damage away. I used my Knight on the river to stop him from doing any Graveyard, and I dropped a Pocket Musketeer. He didn't react in time with the Bowler, so I was able to take out take the tower down to 668. My Knight actually distracted the Bowler, and we were able to take out the Bowler too. Now, right here, he has an Executioner, so he played it. So I know the only thing he has left is the Tornado and Baby Dragon. So I decided to drop Battering Ram on the left side and Minion Horde on the left side, because if he decides to Baby Dragon, or decides to Tornado, or decides to Poison, my next card is a heal. I can heal him back up. And so he went ahead and played Baby Dragon. He did Tornado. I went ahead and used heal. I healed up my Battering Ram, and it made contact. And I had 2 minions still alive, but he did a good play by using Ice Golem to distract my 2 minions. So I decided to use my Goblin Gang on the right to support my Knight. And again, I dropped my Battering Ram. He used Executioner. I decided to zap it before it even gets second axe so I can connect, but he used Tornado. But now I know his Tornado is out of cycle. So right here I use a Minion Horde on the right side on the Bowler because I know his Executioner has been used. I drop my Knight in the center to pocket to tank the 2 towers for my Minion Horde. Use Goblin Gang to finish up the Execution while I was distracted. I drop my Battering Ram. This time I have heal. I heal it up because if he Tornadoes... Oh, I didn't heal it up. I actually zapped again. And then I healed him up, and then I should be able to almost take out his tower. So here's my worry. He actually got a Pocket, Bowler, and Graveyard, but because he had used his Baby Dragon and his Executioner, I'm not afraid of using my Minion Horde, and I was able to defend against that pretty well. He got poisoned back up, but it's too late. I dropped my Goblin Gang to force him to waste elixir to defend, and I dropped my Knight, and then I also drop my battering ram. And right here, I know he's gonna play his executioner. This time I'm gonna heal them all up for them. Even if he tornadoes, it's gonna heal through the tornado and my battering ram's gonna connect. I went ahead and zapped just to buy some time, and boom! Win number 11. I had spectators and they were cheering for me, and we did take it there. And unfortunately, the last match I did lose, and I lost to this person here from Oceania, China, and he was using the original 3 must deck. If you guys are interested, I guess I'll go ahead and jump into this replay. It's only 19 minutes. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and see what I did wrong here. But I think he outplayed me really well. I know if I played a little better, I could have won. But right off the bat, my mistake was not really my mistake. I think he had the perfect starting hand for my play. So I played my pump, right? Got my Goblin Gang ready, but check this out. Smart player, he actually played his battering ram to tank because he knows I only have 4 elixir left, and then he plays a Minion Horde to support it. He's throwing an 11 elixir, 9 elixir push. I shouldn't have zapped there. I think I should have played my Minion Horde to take out his battering ram and then zap after. But because I zapped, I now have to buy more time to get to my Minion Horde, and by then I lost my tower and my pump. If I had played my Minion Horde, at least I had them on the board to distract the minions until I get 2 more elixir to zap. Because zap is just a spell and it doesn't have any map presence. So once you use it, that's it. Now you have to wait to get your Minion Horde. Whereas if I play my Minion Horde, they're on the board, so it's going to distract and buy you time for 2 more elixir to zap. So that's my mistake, and because of that I lost in the tower immediately. So 1 HP minions, skeletons. I had to use my Minion Horde to protect my pump. I didn't want to lose that pump because then I'll be way behind. So I was able to still save the pump, did not let it get hit at all. And then I believe I try to pressure him once he pumps because I know he's playing the 3 must deck, so he's using a similar deck. No, actually I saved up for my 3 must. But instead of splitting it, because there's an open lane on the left side, I don't want to split it because they can just drop anything on our side and then snipe the must from the back. And because he played the pump, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to take advantage. And so I had 3 must going his way. I have battering ram, and I know all 3 must deck only runs 1 spell, usually a zap or log. There's no lightning to worry about, no fireball, no poison. So always keep that in mind. So now I played my battering ram. I believe right here I healed up, yes. So my battering ram did not connect, but I was able to heal up my barbs a little bit and my 3 must. He went ahead and played Goblin Gang in front to take it all out. Now he has his push going, and maybe my mistake here. What I should have done is probably use Minion Horde here. I was just afraid that he was gonna back it up with another Minion Horde too. So I decided to play my my Knight and then my Goblin Gang, I believe, or my Goblin Gang and then my Knight. Oh, so I used Knight and then Goblin Gang, and then he zapped away all my Goblin Gang and his battering ram in the pocket. Didn't connect, but was able to tank for the towers, and I immediately lost the tower. So yeah, a lot of mistakes there. I think I could have played it a little bit differently, but you know, you only get better over time and experience. And so I took out his defense, but now I have only 1 tower left. And then he uses his Minion Horde against mine with 2 towers attacking, so he's gonna form another counter push. And then I believe he can actually drop in something in my pocket here. So I try to distract, and he decides to pump up even. So I distract with my battering ram just to not take any more damage. Maybe that zap was not necessary because now he was able to drop his Goblin Gang safely, and it was a poor play from there on out because I was behind already, and I guess I was panicking. So that's just gonna go ahead and fast forward everything. I played my 3 must against his. He went ahead and just demolished my defense, and took me out. Yeah, and so because of that, I wasn't able to get to 12 for you guys, but 11 is almost just as good because the chest size is still pretty decent. 17,500 gold and 860 cards. So the moment you guys all been waiting for, I'm gonna pop this open for you guys. And yeah, I think Saadoun Dhirat, thank you for requesting this deck because I appreciate any kind of feedback or any decks you guys want to see. So for all you viewers that are watching, feel free to request any decks that you want to see me play in grand challenges, or how I would play it to improve your own gameplay. Alright, I got Mega Minion, I got the Infernal Tower, 1 Poison, okay, 1 Baby Dragon. Please tell me I'm gonna get a legend from this. 3 Golems, 4 P.E.K.K.A.s, Barb Huts. Not a good grand challenge deck, but hey, 11 is still better than 10. And the gold is definitely helpful. Look how rich I am. I'm at 321,000 gold. I'm actually saving, and I've been just grinding out grand challenges. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video, and definitely give this deck a try. I really love the heal spell with this deck. I think this is one of the best heal spell deck because it just complements the Battering Ram and 3 Musk so well. And if you guys like the video, hit the like button down below. For all you guys new viewers, if you guys want to see more of this content, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll try to update at least 2 to 3 times a week. And this is TopRamen signing out. Peace.